Struck up a conversation with a young woman downtown when I was doing one of my other jobs last week, and she said she's from Boston, lived in Madison for a week. I said, the weather's always not like this in April. She goes, I understand that. I said, what job do you have? She said, I work for a campaign. I said, what campaign? She goes, Mahlon Mitchell, running for governor. And it kind of occurred to me that Mahlon Mitchell, who was lieutenant governor for Tom Barrett in the last recall, which didn't succeed, is definitely bolstered by labor and by those who are still angry at Scott Walker about Act 10. Act 10 has been central to the Mahlon Mitchell message for a long, long time, leading the charge against it back in 2011. Now, Kathleen Falk, last time in the recall election, was in favor of repealing Act 10. Tom Barrett didn't say that, but it was one against one, just two candidates in the field, so Barrett prevailed, bigger name, Milwaukee Mayor, and so forth. This time you have several candidates. You have more than 10. That message will resonate. It could make Mahlon Mitchell very competitive, very viable in a massive field. Now, some of the smart money says Tony Evers will win because he's head of DPI, he's got a constituency, teachers can rally for him and so forth. But don't underestimate Mahlon Mitchell. Of all the candidates in the field, you could talk about Kathleen Vinehout, you talk about Paul Soglin, Mike McCabe, and so many other people in this dynamic. But all the people other than Tony Evers in this Democratic primary, I wouldn't rule out Mahlon Mitchell as a serious force. I don't say that because there's a campaign operative from Boston working on the ground for Mahlon Mitchell. It just says and symbolizes how serious the Mitchell campaign is. So at this point, it's a toss-up. I understand it's early. But the forces of Act 10 and the anger underneath it will still play a very big role in this campaign. And it could play to the advantage of one Mahlon Mitchell. And those are my 2 cents. My 2 minutes are brought to you by Edge Construction and Capital Consultants. Bill McCoshen, a lobbyist to work for Tommy, who knows how to get things done downtown. We'll talk about this and more on the Mitch Henck Show on madisontalks.com and Facebook Live.